Down south in Riverside Kickboxing. He grew up in Ngari-Dean, his coaching under Matt Toa, and Robert Ngari-Dean is 33 years old.
Well, both similar in weight. Ngari-Dean here significantly shorter. Interestingly, Tamaiti has the experience advantage in terms of the sheer number of bouts, 22 victories to Rob Dean's 15.
First up, fighting out of the blue corner, he's an orthodox fighter, standing 188 centimeters, 90.1 kilograms. 22 wins, 4 losses, 4 via KO. He is a NZMF Cruiserweight champion and WKO World Champion gold medalist. Representing House of Pain Core MMA, all the way from Wanganui, now living in Hamilton, Haimona, the Hitman Tamaiti! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's an orthodox fighter standing 178, 90.2 kilograms, 15 wins, 4 losses, 7 via KO. He's a current IKBF Extreme Muay Thai champion, WKA K1 Super Cruiserweight champion, representing Riverside Kickboxing all the way from Balclava, Robert War Machine Ngari-Dean!
Chase Haley, a very experienced professional boxer and professional kickboxer in his corner. Called many fights of Chase Haley's. That means Rob Dean will be very well prepared with his hands. The key factor with these two, John the Rebel Conway in centre ring. Key factor with these two, Rob Dean, 7 KOs out of his 15 victories. He has the higher KO percentage. Always looks a little bit relaxed in there, doesn't he?
He definitely does. He's at home here in the ring, and it's very, very obvious. He's calm, he's composed, and here we go. Last quarterfinal.
And Dean knows how to fight, being the shorter fighter. Takes an early tentative low kick, but has a good feel for his range using the high guard. Very fast left kick, switch kick there from Tamaiti. Dean going to the body with a piston-like right hand.
Haimona definitely using his explosiveness and his range in the very first part of this round.
Dean, like a lot of shorter fighters, he knows he needs to get in, but he needs to be elusive at the same time. He can't just walk in to a taller fighter, allowing them to leverage power from up high.
Yeah, as a shorter fighter, he definitely needs to start angling his entries in to start taking advantage of his forward movement as opposed to walking straight forward.
You can see his game plan to go to the body and then look to come upstairs. Tamaiti looking to go up the middle to create some uncertainty for Rob Ngari-Dean. He's the man on the right of your screen with the dragon-style decorations on his shorts. Tamaiti all white with his core MMA shorts.
Ngari-Dean very comfortable with parrying away a lot of this movement. If he's not careful, Haimona will capitalize on that, like he did just then, throwing fakes, starting to draw out that parry.
Haimona just working his kicks in his hands well. He doesn't really sit on his punches a lot, but he's working the kicks in off those shots. A lot of setups with the hands to allow him to score points with the kicks. But Dean now lands the right hand, followed up with a left hook. That's where he wants to go to work, against the ropes. Almost did himself a disservice getting tied up there.
Yeah, definitely that's what he's setting up. You can see Robert Ngari-Dean walking forward and really trying to land those heavy shots on Haimona here. Haimona's just doing a really good job of keeping him at range and really using his lead hand to use his range.
You can see if he can keep this on the outside, he can pick Rob Dean off all day. But Dean, as soon as he gets on the inside, looks very dangerous. That knee up the middle there, just tickling the whiskers of Ngari-Dean. Big right hand over the top. Now remember, damage is one of the most important criteria. So Tamaiti must ensure that he is committing more damage, not just pitter-patting with the shots. Dean landing another right hand there, missing with another one.
Haimona Tamaiti definitely landing more volume in this first round. Ngari-Dean just looking for those the power shots a little bit more.
Nice uppercut there, really mixing his shots well, Tamaiti.
I really like the way that Haimona uses that lead leg to feint that knee as he comes in.
Oh, big head kick on the neck. It was the right kick off the right hand, very well set up. We'll be back after this break with more action back here in the Super Cruiserweights, the higher pool, king in the ring. The concerned face of Ethan Shep in the corner, working with his fighter Haimona Tamaiti. Rob Dean, Chase Haley in his corner. A very well contested bout. Tamaiti landed the more volume and a lot more kicking from the outside. Dean, the heavy thundering punches on the inside. Be interesting to see which way the judges go on that one.
Haimona Tamaiti definitely enjoying himself in that first round. He almost had a bit of a smile or a half smirk on his face the whole time. I don't know if that's standard but he's definitely enjoying himself in there.
Dean looking for those low kicks and the big kicks over top. Tamaiti, we saw him land that right kick high right to end the first round. He's using that right hand just to step off as well. It's almost a check hook. He drifts off after his right hand. He switched to southpaw there momentarily, threatening those shots up the middle, and that does disturb Dean's progress, although now he's found his way. And again, Tamaiti, he works his way off the ropes well, back out into centre ring, which is a place that he needs to be.
Ngari-Dean just sensing the slowed pace of the second round, and he's finding it a little bit easier to come into range. Tamaiti is doing well to keep him at range, but Ngari-Dean is just sensing the pace is slowed, and he's doing well to come back in.
That's good mixing up of the kicks and shots. That left leg going to the body there of Dean. It was the stab teep and then the switch kick to the liver region. He's really working those over, and those kicks up the middle too, they deter him from just coming in, head down, barrowing forward, and that creates a barrier to him landing those big looping shots.
Those body shots of Haimona Tamaiti are definitely landing on Ngari-Dean as he's coming in.
A little bit of creativity. I'm not sure whether
nice
that's...
little ballerina twirl, I like to call it.
Yeah, wasn't really damaging. Ichi, though, against the ropes. This is where he's in danger. He hasn't got anywhere he can really get himself out of trouble. Dean let him out off the break there, off the hook, rather. Body shot, good body work from Tamaiti.
Ngari-Dean is taking damage, but he's not stopping that forward movement, and it is quite taxing as the person on the back foot to constantly have to deal with this forward fighter. Yeah,
but at this stage, Dean got clipped with another right hand there. I'm not sure what the call was there. John the Rebel Conway obliged Rob Ngari-Dean by breaking the action. There's another head kick just missing. Dean now, he's been stung into action. He is falling badly behind in this round though, taking a lot of damage to the body. And Tamaiti's volume has been high throughout, big output, and that's starting to wear on the man from the South Island. More shots to the body from Dean, low kicks, but those shots to the midsection just looking to have a big effect, and they also stop him from coming in as he wears another couple of clipping shots from the outside. 5 seconds to go, and this is the second round. This is a pretty torrid battle between these two. All right, let's head across to the towels as we get ready for round number 3. Well, Irene, if we have a look, Tamaiti, he took a little slap in the corner, more damage from his coach
that is an Ethan Shep special. He is whacking his fighter into a little bit of urgency here, and I can tell you I've been in that corner before, but yes, we are looking at the other corner as well, getting some sound advice. This last round will be important for for the fighter to come forward.
Yeah,
win.
And Chase Haley, he knows Rob Ngari-Dean could well be down 2 rounds out of sheer volume. At best, it's 1 apiece.
Yeah,
but he's talking pretty clearly in there. Both these guys pretty focused in the corner. You look at their eyes. They're not breathing heavy. They're not heaving. You know, he's pretty happy, actually, Tamaiti. Look at him smiling in there after a little wake-up buddy from Ethan Shep.
Yeah, he's definitely enjoying himself for sure. It'll be interesting. Rob Ngari-Dean, very, you know, there's a lot of pressure on him in this last round. He needs to show something. Otherwise, Haimona will walk away with this one.
Well, he certainly needs to get on him early, and he needs to inflict some damage. He can't afford to wait. Tamaiti, good with his angles, just showing angles, showing a lot of variation in the way he mixes his kicks and punches. It's not that orthodox, but it's certainly effective. Dean looking to counter everything. He's answering with those low kicks, and he'll look to second phase off that with the hands quite frequently, I'd imagine.
It's very interesting to see Haimona, as the taller fighter, employ a lot more angled movement and a lot more creative shots here on Ngari-Dean as he constantly, again, pushes forward into the corner.
Right hand from Dean pushed Tamaiti into the corner, eats another one. Dean just hasn't been able to get going. That won't really count for points, but a little position of dominance there from Dean. He just looks quite weathered at the moment. Tamaiti missing with his right hand. He doesn't look to have a lot of pop on it, but he uses it so well to set up the kicks. High guard, uses the rope quite well, eats the right hand from Dean. Dean just not looking to have as much pop, Ngari-Dean, as he did early in the fight.
Ngari-Dean is backing Haimona Tamaiti up onto the ropes really well, but it just gets broken up. He needs to capitalize more when Haimona is on the ropes like this. It is his opportunity where Haimona has nowhere to go.
Well, he's just cramping himself a little. That's part of the problem. He does all that work to get in as he looks to come in off a right hand, throws a nice low kick, dipping the right hook over the top. That was almost voluntarily broken up there. I think both those guys should be going to work in that clinch. There's another head kick from Tamaiti. Big body shot there. That one I think Dean felt. He's laughing it off, but it's usually a pretty good signal. Eats a jab there on the way in. Another kick just tickled him around the ear.
He's very good at lifting that leg right up to the neck of Ngari-Dean. He's got to be very, very careful.
Dexterous, and that's a nice knee up the middle, really going to work. Well, that's not a midsection I'd want to take home tomorrow. There will be some welts and plenty of bruises. No kick catching and king in the ring rules. 42 seconds to go. This has been, for most part, dominant action from Tamaiti against Robert Ngari-Dean. Oh, he felt that one. 32 seconds left on the clock. Well, John the Rebel Conway didn't call it. Dean claiming it was a low kick. Now he's looking to come in. He really needs to do some action. Eats the right hand there. That one missed.
Gosh, the pace of the Super Cruiserweight bout has been high. Haimona Tamaiti is just been non-stop the entire fight.
Yeah, and he's just working the knees and hands in so well. Just transitions have been very good from him. Just got caught by a right hand there, but it was more of a pushing punch. Be interesting to see how the judges go. I imagine it'll be unanimous to the man formerly from Wanganui, now out of Hamilton, Haimona Tamaiti. The War Machine, Rob Dean, I suspect has fallen a little short.
Beautiful display of technique by the 26-year-old young man from Hamilton. Here you can see that little trip that will not count for much in the King of the Ring rules. Even when his back was in the corner, you can see Haimona really just looking for a way and landing the knees.
Well, Rob Dean, and therein lies there.
Tiny,
that was
tiny
a good
little
call.
low shot there.
It was a good call though from John the Rebel Conway, because the toes went into the ribs, the heel came down, just brushed the cup. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good call for Rebel Conway to carry it on. Haimona Tamaiti
doesn't look too phased by their first fight.
Certainly a happy young man. Let's head across to the announcement from Isaac.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up these two warriors. What a rumble that was. Fighters center stage, please. Fighters at center ring. After 3 rounds, we have a decision. your winner. And advancing through to the next semi-final, fighting out of the blue corner, Haimona, the Hitman Tamaiti.